Okay, now that you have Androguard installed, time to see how it works. So I've made a simple little demo app for this. It's just an act here. You can see it here. This is the launch activity. When you click it, it launches you into the second activity. Very simple. Let's look at some code. Let me get this out of the way. All right, here's the main activity. Set your content view, get a handle, call this function, start next activity, which is right here. And then this start next activity starts the next activity. Let's step into second activity and just a very simple activity. All right, so you see how that works. Let me open a terminal. Okay, here I am in a terminal. All right, let me go into, I want to go into, see, I need a handle on APK tool, or no, Androguard. All right. So actually, I need to make an APK for that. Is that in my... All right, let me make an APK for this. And I'm just going to do a debug APK. That way the names aren't obfuscated and the functionality. So you can see the function name. So let's say build APK. Okay, I built an APK. Here it is, the app debug APK. Here we go, build. All right, there it is. Okay, so let me cut this. I'm going to move it to somewhere easier to work with. Let's see. Androguard demo. Okay, I'll go in here. I'm going to paste that APK. Alright, so let me go back to my terminal. Let me cd into there. Okay. Alright, so there's the APK. Now let's look at Androguard. I gotta spell it right. Okay, so I want to get a call graph. Alright, what do I need to pass? I need to pass the options. What options? I'm not going to pass any options. The command and then the args. The args are going to be the APK. So actually, can I get help on this? Okay, here we go. Get help on this command. Okay, options, the output, file name of the output file, the extension used to decide which format to use. Default is callgraph.gml. Okay. So I want to do the debug APK. And I'm not going to put any options, but I'll just keep it like that. Let that run. Okay, clear this out. All right, you see there's the call graph right there. So let's open gephi. Let's make a new project, or let's see. Yes, delete it. I want to open that demo. Where is it at? Androguard demo. I want to open this callgraph.gml. Open that up. You can see here's all the functions in the whole app. But this isn't really useful, right? See here it's kind of zooming in. I'm going to stop this. Okay, what I want is, let's go to the data laboratory. I just want the functions part of that I've created. So put in let's change this to label. Text droid, Androguard. Okay, you can see here, these are just the functions I've created. So I'm going to click in here, select them all, and then move to a new workspace. All right, these are in a new workspace. I'm on that new workspace too. Go back to overview. And let's zoom out a little bit. Now this is a little more useful. You can see here, let me choose a different layout, run it. Okay, so let me zoom in on some of these. What is this one? Let me add the labels. Let's make the text a little smaller. I want let's see, the edges to be big and the text smaller. Okay, here we go. Can I get smaller text size? Let's go to 20. All right. All right, let's see. Let's look at some of these functions. You see onCreate, calling set content view, and we can see that here in onCreate, set content view is called. What's this one? onCreate calls this. What is it? It's a synthetic lambda. This looks like something. Oh, a synthetic constructor. What's this one? Find view by ID. And onCreate from main activity, onCreate calls find view by ID. We can see that right here. All right, good. I think that synthetic lambda is this. Set on click. Let's look again. Let's see. Main activity, external synthetic lambda, init. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Maybe not. Or it might. No, I think it's calling the. Is there? Oh yeah, it's calling this. It's calling onCreate. That's what it is. All right, main activity, start activity. Main activity, start activity. Oh, start next activity. That's the function. Access flag is private. That's that private function I made. Oh wait, this is good. Look at the circles. Okay, let's start from the beginning, or the arrows. I'm sorry. There's on click. So when you click that button, there's on click. It calls this, which is a lambda function, and then that lambda function calls. Let's see. Reaches into onCreate. Oh, the view, something with a view, and then start next activity. So this must be like something behind the scenes. I don't really know. And then start next activity. That's the function I declared, and you can see access flags private, and then that will start activity. All right, let's look at. So this is really the interesting point right here. If you want to see like what I actually did, I made the button, set a click listener, on the click, call the function, start next activity, and then that starts an activity. And you can see it again, once again right here. Here's the button, there's a click listener, it calls this function. This function's private, and that function calls this function start activity. So you can see these function calls with this. Now you can see the nice names that I used because it's not obfuscated. It's a debug build, no minify enabled, or minify enabled set to false on debug builds. But you get an idea of how this tool works, and when it is obfuscated, you gotta then rename the functions to what you think they're doing, or something more intuitive. But anyways, hope you liked it.